Hey everybody, today I'm going to do a quick tip video on Sibelius and virtual drumline, and specifically cymbals and chokes and dampening and mutes at the end of long rolls, because that is an issue that I had for a long time and I've had questions about that before. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. One is a keyboard example and one is an auxiliary example. So like a marimba here, because I'm using the manual multi-sound set that I've set up, it might look different than what you use, but it should work the same. So I have this set up for, this is like the dampened sound, the crescendo mute or crescendo choke sound. So it stops at the right time. It has the right, like, it sounds correct. But it's just loud the whole time. So a couple things you can do is you can select the hairpin, you can go up to play, then go to plugins, then the crescendo, diminuendo, playback, and then you can set up your own crescendo. Let's make it 89 and then hit OK. And then it'll be there for you. So that is a solution that works for marimbas. If we go back, here's a little tip. If you want to get rid of all these, just select one and then hit Shift Command A, which selects all of the same. I'll have to put this dynamic back in. Or you could do like a long crescendo. Let's see. You could just do this one, which is just a sustained. And this is sort of how we do it with the auxiliary. And go back to this guy. And then hit OK. And then in this bar, where you would give them the, instructions to mute the cymbal, just hit a technique and then give it a C7 command. And you can't see it because the mute's in the way. I did C7, 0, which basically cuts the volume. And then you can bring it back later on. So here's what it would sound like. Okay, it's a little bit more artificial sounding, but in an ensemble setting, if everybody's playing, you're not going to notice that. Another example is auxiliary, because if you're using like the rack instruments and you don't want to have to change to another instrument, and you just want to use the cymbal sound here, which I will show you. Okay, so that ends a little short. So I'm going to go to live start position, and I'm going to have it start a little later. And let's try that. Okay, so that hits a little bit better, but it doesn't mute at the end, and I want it to mute at the end. So, whoops, we're going to go back and do the same thing we did up here with this guy, and I can just copy that, go back down, hit that, and then it should mute. And then if I want them to play like, I don't know, an ice bell on 3. Oh, I don't think there's an ice bell here. Let's say, is there anything? Oh, I see. It's because it's muted. Then I can come back here and go back to the default, which my default is 100. And let's say I want them to play a break drum and I want it to be loud. Let's see what it sounds like now. So you heard the cymbal come back a little bit, but again, very faintly. And that's my workaround. That's how I do it. It keeps me from having to do instrument changes every 5 seconds. I like having a little bit more control over the volume and that kind of stuff. That's how I do it. I'd be interested to know how you handle all your cymbal stuff. So let me know in the comments. Subscribe to our channel. And, email us if you have any questions, info@4over3.me, and subscribe to our email list so when we update the site and add new content, we can let you know. All right, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.